Hey guys, welcome back to the single malt review for our 25 blind tastes of December. And my goodness, we're already up to number 20. We're getting into it. We are getting into it for sure. So, the clues, we just went through the clues in the last episode. You can catch up on them then. We're going to rip straight into the tasting and see what sort of damage we can do. Or what gets done to us, which is always the possibility. Yeah. Let's reveal, Dave. Or I haven't even gotten it out of the box, have I? No, never mind. Here it is.
Oh, just for formality's sake, the tankard of obfuscation is away, and it's a whiskey.
Number 20. Oh, goodness.
My
it's
word.
A dark
Look
whiskey.
at that colour.
What's
wow.
it doing, Dave? I'm not going to say that's the darkest one yet.
Secret Survey of Guinness?
But
no.
Dark, but the bubbles aren't hanging around. Oh, it's a full one too. I've got a lot of whatever this is. Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's ridiculously dark. Look at this.
Dang.
That's astonishing if true.
This
is what that colour is.
Amber ale of whiskies.
Interesting.
Ooh.
All right.
That's a
let's see.
restrained nose on it.
Let's see.
Oh. Wow. Okay, I breathed too greedily and too deep.
Okay. Yeah. Strength check in. I think this is very, very close to the 40.
Right.
But I won't make any definitive calculations yet. What is that colour up to?
Oh, wow. Perfume? Oranges? Sandalwood? What is happening?
Is this malt? I don't think this is malt whiskey. I think this
Interesting.
Yeah, perfume.
Yeah.
And not in the good way.
Like potpourri perfume.
Walking down
the
supermarket aisle.
Wow.
That's like sticking.
I'm at risk of... I'm speculating we may not be in Scotland.
I think we're definitely not. I'm going to put water in.
Yeah, I've got to try some more of it. This is wild.
Why is there like a burnt plastic in this?
I'm getting sort of some spices and like licorice root, aniseed.
This tastes like it's been kept in a plastic bottle.
Right.
This has, when you drink out of a drink bottle and then you realise halfway through, this has been in here for like a week and a half on a hot dashboard. It's that taste. It's a bad taste. It's a dangerous taste. It's a cancerous flavour. It's the BPAs are in this whiskey. And the water has made it worse. What the heck?
No, I'm enjoying this. This is wild and untamed and very adventurous. Are we?
You seriously don't get that?
There is some funk and element of danger to it, but it's in there with all kinds of exciting fruit and spice as well.
There is some hardcore chemical going on in here.
Oh, no.
Hardcore chemical.
I'm veering towards possibly... Oh, I think we're in the mystery whiskey section.
I think we all but have to be.
I mean, what are the chances? If this is a Loch Lomond blend, then colour me a rich shade of
This
surprise.
didn't come out of anywhere near Scotland.
Glen Scotia have some exciting experiments as well.
This came out of Scotland. You kick the crap out of the whiskey industry. No. No.
In that case, I would lean towards probably Australia in that case. I'm thinking this has a feel of a very experimental Australian whiskey, since they have the creative freedom to just go hog wild on their cask types and grain types.
I don't think it's Australian.
Right.
Does this not strike you more as we talked about Eurodrams earlier, but...
Oh, from one of the...
I think this is from somewhere
in Scandinavia.
Euro.
Right. It's very rich, so it's either coloured or else it's quite old for something that's matured in a cooler climate.
All right. Well, here's what I more or less know about this whiskey, based on its initial impression and how it has responded to water. It is unchill filtered, reasonably certain it's 40%,
right,
and almost definitely coloured.
Right. Oh yeah, we have had very funky whiskies from France and Switzerland.
I think it's one of those.
Right.
There is something. Also, I think there is something deeply wrong with this whiskey. It's clearly personal to me.
Could it be that it's a 12-year-old and 40%, but not a Scotch?
This doesn't taste 12 years old. I cannot get past that plastic.
Oh wow, that is getting stronger actually. With water and air exposure, that's going places.
There is a wonkiness to it. There's a jank on this, which makes me think this is something made. This is a very unconventional one. This is maybe either experimental or it's come out of some weird distillery in a weird part of the world where they're kind
Smoked
of
over lava in an Icelandic
just where they're maybe
fumarole or
just
something.
cottoning on to whiskey. I hate it. I hate it. If you're not,
Right.
if this has not been made clear, I think this is.
I like how bold and daring and how intense those curious flavors are. So I'm not regretting this at all. I wouldn't possibly go back for a second, third, fourth
If this came
serving, but
anywhere out of Scotland, even anywhere out of America. I mean, it could be one of those, like, we tried those super young ones from Few Bourbon and stuff like that with experimental. Hang on. The bits of this that aren't smoking electronic plastic are kind of rye. I think this could be a weirdo rye, but I still don't think it's from the States, because I think the States would make better whiskey.
then
I think weirdo rye from somewhere in Europe.
okay. Curious European rye whiskey, right? Well, the only European rye we've tried was in that I think it was from Czechia. It was at a fruit infused rye
and that
whiskey.
was So that was this is not that.
No,
but it's bizarre in a similar kind of way, which means we're never going to get the distillery, but we might get the region.
Yeah,
and we might get the fact that it's a question mark.
the level of sort of fruit and sweetness, it's putting me in mind of that one French whiskey we tried at the time from I think a boutique lineup.
Yeah.
And I forget what the distillery is called, so that's my helpful contribution.
Yeah. You know what? I think France is good for this one. Some bizarro French distillery.
A French single malt, you think, or something else?
I don't think it's single malt. I think it's rye. I think it's either rye or mixed grain with a rye in there. Because the only salvageable bit, and it's really only in the nose that I can pull out of here, is there's a rye thing.
Okay.
There's a rye thing on it, and that's really all I got.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. Let's
So I guess then, okay,
let's
we're
check
guessing
it out.
France.
France,
And not single malt.
a weird rye thing. 40% bad. Crap. Anyway, all right. 20. Here it comes.
So it's one of those. And it's...
Huh.
What? Okay. Oh, so it's one we've had before. Okay, it is Canadian Club.
It's Canadian Club 12 years old.
Right.
Which I've had in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've actually looked at it in the channel. How
I feel like we
bizarre.
have. That's... Okay.
How bizarre.
I know Canadian Club is made from all sorts. It's a curious blended whiskey. There's I forget the details, but there was something odd about it.
I've had quite a lot of Canadian Club OG. It's like it's a good whiskey if you kind of want Jameson's but don't want to spend the extra $10, I guess, is how I describe Canadian Club. This is nothing like that.
Yeah.
This is... They've taken like a sherried take on this, and then something's gone wrong, because I would need to try a fresh one, but it can't be supposed to taste like that.
Maybe it does. Got it's a hint of cola, like say they've aged it in ex-Coca-Cola bottles or something.
Like that, honestly, that this has been in a plastic bottle for too long in the sun is so real on this one.
I tell you, age statement Canadian whiskey. But it is neat though. For all this time, when we've been thinking about the 12-year-old 40% square on this bingo board, we've been assuming Scotland. We've been assuming age statement Scotch whiskey. And
So, I'll say that's a fun one. That's a fun rope-a-dope on the 12-year-old 40%. That's not something I would have seen coming, and that's a big flat-out cross, I'm afraid, for us.
Yes, the streak, such as it was, has thoroughly ended. But
this is worse than I thought, because that's one of the easier ones gone, and the question mark still remains.
Then again, 12 years old and 40% was such a wide-open field. We had a dozen or so guesses from Scotland alone.
It was getting narrow just because of the process of elimination. But
Good point.
Anyway, that was a bit. I'm calling a partial foul on this whiskey because something's up with this, man.
Oh, I'm not finding it foul at all. It is quirky and different, and it's
Please reply in the comments. What happened to this bottle?
How good / bad is Canadian Club 12 in your experience? Do you like it?
Bottle roll out from underneath a car seat from an abandoned vehicle?
Maybe it's just like that. They do things different.
Canadian. I can't even think of a pun. No, the only one I can think of doesn't work on the internet. Never mind. Catch you tomorrow.